Kelly Schrum of the Wisconsin Technology Council, here with WisBusiness.com, the show, brought to you by Grant Thornton, White Hirschbeck Dudek, and Madison Gas and Electric. On today's show, Tom Still, in his commentary, makes the connection between a vibrant economy and reducing the state budget deficit. And Mark Underwood, president of Quincy Bioscience, talks with us about the unlikely link between a special kind of jellyfish and a successful biotechnology product. I'll be right back with the WisBusiness.com stock report for early September.
Please hold. Your call is very important.
Does it seem like getting technical advice from business advisors can, take some time? At Grant Thornton, client access to partners has made them one of the largest accounting firms in the country. Grant Thornton.
And now, here's the WisBusiness.com stock report. Rising, road building. A lot of political attention has been focused on whether high-speed rail will ultimately come to Wisconsin, but less controversial highway projects are moving forward with the promise of construction jobs and economic development. Before he leaves office, Governor Jim Doyle is convening a commission to consider several new highway projects. The project getting the most attention is the proposed billion-dollar expansion of Interstate 3990 from the Illinois state line to Madison. Other projects on the list include a $345 million upgrade to 5 miles of U.S. Highway 10 near Appleton and $63 million in repairs to State Highway 38 from Racine to Oak Creek. The projects would eventually go to the governor-elect in the next legislature for consideration next year. And falling, stem cell research. A federal judge in Washington, D.C. rules that federal money can't be used for embryonic stem cell research, citing a 1996 law banning destruction of human embryos in research. The decision throws the entire industry into uncertainty more than a year after the Obama administration loosened restrictions on the lines for stem cell research. The ruling has a particularly detrimental effect at UW-Madison, where James Thompson pioneered stem cell research in the 1990s, as about 75 researchers are left in limbo regarding $5 million in annual federal grants for their stem cell work. The U.S. Department of Justice says it will appeal the decision, but researchers at Wisconsin-based private research firms wonder how to proceed with their applications for their federal money. That's the WisBusiness.com stock report. Go to WisBusiness.com for more on these and other stories. Now, let's go to Tom Still with his Inside Wisconsin commentary.
The first question that might be asked of the leading candidates for governor of Wisconsin is, are you sure you want this job? Really sure? The grim statistics discussed at the recent Wisconsin Economic Summit in La Crosse would lead even an optimistic observer to believe the state's financial status is shaky and its economic foundation is crumbling. Then again, what's an economic summit without a crisis, and what's a crisis without a call to action? No matter who is elected in November as Wisconsin's next governor, the call to action should be the same. Embrace innovation, expand the economy, add jobs, and create wealth. Like most other states, Wisconsin state government is predicting a budget deficit in its next fiscal cycle. The estimated deficit varies depending on how it's calculated, but the nonpartisan Legislative Fiscal Bureau expects the state to enter its 2011-2012 budget year with a deficit of $1.2 billion, or roughly 8% of general fund expenditures. In other words, if there is no new spending, Wisconsin would need another $1.2 billion of new revenues, spending cuts, or a combination of the two to balance its 2011-2012 budget. Expect the candidates for governor to talk about controlling spending, but the extent of Wisconsin's budget problems mean the deficit gap cannot be closed by cuts alone. Economic growth is an essential part of the equation. Participants in the Wisconsin Economic Summit, which began August 2nd in Appleton and continues October 5th in Milwaukee, hope to contribute to the dialogue by giving candidates for governor and other statewide offices their best ideas. A Wisconsin prosperity strategy being written by summit leaders will deliver some specific recommendations within a broad outline of innovation. Innovation in economic development, innovation in education, and innovation in government. Examples include making strategic investments in Wisconsin's global innovation economy, encouraging the entrepreneurial culture so more young companies are created, capitalizing on the state's research and development strengths, and aligning investments in education with the state's strategic economic plan. A stronger Wisconsin economy would help close state budget deficits because higher economic output leads to more tax revenue, without raising tax rates on income, property, sales, or companies. Wisconsin's budget problems have been years, even decades, in the making. Republicans and Democrats alike share ownership. Both parties can help reverse that trend by committing to putting a vibrant Wisconsin economy first. Progress will take time, but if a strategic commitment is made now, perhaps the next governor won't ask himself 4 years from now, so why did I want this job?
Thanks, Tom. The president of Quincy Bioscience joins us next.
White Hirschbeck Dudek represents companies at all stages of development and in a wide range of industries to navigate the legal challenges of regional, national, and global growth. At WHD, every stage takes center stage.
I'm back with Mark Underwood, president of Quincy Bioscience. Thanks for joining us, Mark.
Thanks for having me today, Liz.
Quincy Bioscience makes an anti-aging dietary supplement from a specific jellyfish protein. What put Quincy on the road to using jellyfish to help people?
Well, back in the 1960s, there was a unique jellyfish discovered by some individuals that later won the Nobel Prize for Chemistry. And that particular jellyfish contains a protein that's very important for keeping the jellyfish healthy. And it turns out that type of protein is also very important for keeping the human brain healthy. It's a protein that we all lose as we grow older. And as we lose the protein, we start to develop different types of memory issues, ranging from losing your car keys all the way to Alzheimer's disease. So to date, we've been interested in exploring how the protein from the jellyfish can help with different types of memory issues. And we have, therefore, an over-the-counter product called Prevagen that helps to support mental health or brain health for individuals that have these types of concerns.
Quincy has reported its share of good news of late. You've raised more capital, moved to a larger office in the Madison area, and most important, sales are up. What's the lesson for other young companies?
I think you have to surround yourself with really good people. You have to have a little luck to be hitting the market at the right stride with the product that you're offering. And certainly you have to be able to put all your effort into success, and hopefully that results in a business that has good sales that helps to support the model that you're going after.
Prevagen is sold over the counter. Are there plans to develop a prescription drug version?
There are. Right now, Prevagen's in over 6,000 retail locations, and we've seen a lot of benefits for the people that use it. We've also started working in clinical trials to recruit people that have different types of more diagnosed memory issues that can be tested on the same technology that's in Prevagen. And so far those results are looking good, but we still have a further testing to go down the path towards getting the FDA's approval.
Thanks, Mark, and thank you for watching this edition of WisBusiness.com, the show. The show is produced by WisBusiness.com and the Wisconsin Technology Council, and sponsored by Grant Thornton, White Hirschbeck Dudek, and MG&E. Visit our websites to read and learn more. I'm Liz Schrum. See you next time.